Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Todd, 6-0 the final score. I'm not convinced that necessarily reflects the effort put into the game tonight. What are your views?
I think it could have been probably higher if I'm being honest. And this is the reason. I mean, I feel bad for the guys after being on such a high last night after a solid team performance. To come out tonight and be flat right off the bat, and it be apparent that we were flat. And it's just about being engaged right off the start of the match, because for small portions of that game we were engaged, and we looked dangerous. But that's small portions of the game. There wasn't that commitment level to get those pucks out on the wall, and every time we didn't get a puck out on the wall, it ended up in the back of our net. And guys know that. I mean, that's a simple hockey play that you're taught since you're young. Cardiff are at the top of the league for a reason. An excellent skating team, but the performance I saw out of this group last night were more than capable of skating with them.
Cardiff and Belfast, I think there's a point between them at the top of the league. So yeah, the team coming in here that just couldn't afford to lose. So it then begs the question: why isn't the performance there? Why isn't the Flyers team going, right, okay, well, we're going to go and take the game to them?
I think everybody's well aware of it. I mean, they probably see two different teams over the course of the season, and it's really the consistency issue that we've dealt with, and we talked about it lots lately. Last night at the end of the game, we're in full control. That game could have been 6-7-0 last night, but we let our foot off the gas and allow a team in. Tonight, they didn't let their foot off the gas. They came at us, and that's the difference of being in first place and in the middle of the pack. And it's frustrating, but so we have to use that as a learning point, because if they're fortunate enough to earn a playoff spot and be in a position to play back-to-back game, you have to be able to string the wins together, and that's something that we haven't seen over the last month and a half. Part of that is due to the fact that we've been missing key guys, and I think if you look at Shaber and Bloodoff tonight, by the end of the game, after two games against two top teams, they looked fatigued, they looked tired, and we're carrying some injuries. Barry got hurt last night, so we couldn't use him as much. Jordo got a little bit of a knock tonight as well, so our bench gets a little thin very quickly.
What was it that happened with Brace? Because it seemed a bit sort of strange from the angle that we were looking at.
Yeah, he just got stick up in the face and knocked down. Listen, I mean, I could have a go, but I haven't said a word for the last 3 weeks. I just keep my own counsel. I think it's a distraction to my team when I start yelling at and blaming outside forces. It's all on our shoulders, and we're the ones to sort it out. I think a heartening thing is that this group knows they're capable of it. It's just that players, probably some guys that we have dealt with consistency issues over the course of their career. So I got to find a way to get the most out of these guys on a consistent basis.
You're away from home next weekend, playing Milton Keynes and playing Manchester Storm. Your away form is actually quite good, so got to be positive for those two games.
Yeah, it is. And, I think just on a side note, I think that I kind of, after the start that we had, I thought that we were going to get butchered tonight by our own fans. They seem rather subdued tonight. And you know what? I mean, I have to thank them for that, because, these guys care in there. They care. And, results aren't always going to go our way. We've seen some very good results over the course of the year here, and been heavily criticized at other times. And everybody's entitled to vocalize, their own thoughts and opinions. But for us, it definitely helps when the crowd's on our side, and they kept pushing these guys right to the end, and that's really what the home support's all about. If there's any scorn, it should be heaped on my shoulders. I'm the head coach of this team, and I'll tell you right now, these guys care. So we're hoping to have a strong second half here.
Todd, thanks very much.
Thank you.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.